afternoon, good evening, and good night, and welcome to Throwbacks, where we talk all things cool and retro. And I am excited, and I'm annoyed because this guy was 40 bucks. I'm not a horror collector, but that said, this was my era of Michael Myers. This was 98. This was like peak. That was probably, I don't know, 12, 13 at this time. So first kind of real experience with a new Michael Myers, with a new Halloween. And it's not exactly known as a great Halloween movie, and rightfully so. It's not that great, but it's just different enough. It's just 90s enough to get me excited with that crazy looking mask that he's got on here. A very different version of that mask for sure, and some very interesting, I guess, what's the word that we can't say? How do we say something different? Some very interesting exit to movies that this guy creates, I guess, is the way to go there. But we're going to get him all unboxed and get into H20 Michael Myers. Alright, we got him out of his plastic prison. He is free to do what he needs to do, but first, he's got to have some accessories to do what he wants to do and do what he needs to do. So, let's get into those. We'll start off with the axe. I do believe this is from the last scene of the movie, in which Michael gets taken out by Laurie. Laurie, right? Yeah. Not the biggest horror fan there, so again, excuse me for my lack of knowledge right off the hand. We do have a nice set of extra hands. We'll go into at least just one, so you kind of have a look here at how these hands do look. They are the kind of typical Michael Myers hands, really dirty, really kind of cut up and banged up and rough looking. We do have some knife holding hands, and we have some, really it's all pretty much knife holding hands. There's no fist or anything. And then he does come with kind of a splayed out open hand there from the jump. We do have two knives. We have a regular bladed. This is kind of a very typical Michael Myers knife that you would expect to see here. Brown handle, nice little rivets down the middle, one with some pretty nice splattering there. I do like that. It's a nice, it's not like they just dipped it in red. It's a nice splatter effect, so it looks really good there. Speaking of splattering and blood, we do have the famous ice hockey skate here with, again, some good splatter there on the blade. Definitely an interesting kill there for, I said the dirty word, definitely an interesting takeout there for Michael, not in his normal repertoire, but, you know, we adapt and we overcome. And an accessory I'm not really sure about, I don't think I like, but maybe it is in the movie, is the pumpkin here. Very interesting pumpkin. Then it has what I'm assuming, you know, they say about people that assume, but I don't know really what else that could be. That little hole, but they're to hold the knife in. So I'm guessing that's what that's for. I'm guessing this was a scene at some point in the movie. It's been quite a while since I've seen this movie, so I mean, okay, I guess it's not really, okay, whatever. Don't really get that, but what I do get is what we all should get more of, and that is heads. We get lots and lots of good heads. So here we go. First one here, again, very, you know it's Michael Myers, right? But it is a little different there on just how he looks compared to some of the other ones. Hair's looking good, ears looking good, and this next one here is one that you can really see it, because it's just a lot lighter. So at the beginning of the movie, it really just kind of stands out. This one to me really looks like a Halloween mask. You can see the eyes through there. Hair kind of slicked back. I wonder if the hair a little different. Yeah, okay, so that's good. Very good attention to detail. Is in the beginning, before stuff gets kind of crazy, it's nice and slicked back. You can kind of see the progression here as it gets a little bit more rough and tumble along the way. His hair gets a little bit more crazy. So I actually really like that. They could have just used the same hair, but they didn't. I'm glad they didn't. So here we go with Michael now. Here we go. You're going to get your normal Michael, kind of what you kind of expect to get here with Michael. A little dirty, hair a little ruffled. Can't see the eyes really good through there, so I like that. He is popping his collar, because ever since he can remember, he's been popping his collar. Popping his collar looks really good. Arms do go all the way around, so you can get your all your stuff in that you need to get from any kind of angle. I do like that one scene where he's hanging from the rafters and slowly, I think it's from the trailer. Let me get this out of the way for just a minute, as Michael is pretty tall here, and he doesn't really fit into the screen otherwise, but that one scene when he kind of just lowers himself in from the rafters and you kind of get his POV, definitely like that. A fun takeout for sure. Black shirt underneath, pockets galore, all that kind of stuff. Again, you're not getting a whole lot of paint detail or anything like that because he is kind of what he is. In the back there, you can get some pockets, things like that. No pins, no pins. So that's nice. It's a very smooth, fluid look to it. You're not getting a whole lot of articulation, grindage, that kind of thing that kind of takes away from stuff. You do get a really nice button here. Look at that button. It's the little things I like this. This little button up here that's undone. That's a good attention to detail. Our legs do go up pretty decent. Kind of has that look to them, so not the worst. I don't know really why you need a whole lot of articulation. I don't really think we're getting too many cartwheels here from Michael Myers, but hey, you know, if you want to, here you go. There you go. Dun, 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 dun. There you go. Coming to take you for a ride, Mr. Michael Myers. Alright, there we go. So, kind of what he is. I doubt that he's going to stand too great. These Necas sometimes have a little issue with standing. But we're going to go ahead and get him all posed out and give our final thoughts on the H20 90s version of Michael Myers. Alright, and there we go. Michael doing Michael things. Like I said, he doesn't exactly do great on standing up on his own. I did go with the kind of beginning of the movie brighter head here, just to kind of differentiate him from some different versions that we do have of Michael, some more dirty versions, things like that. And of course, had to really differentiate him with the ice skate here. But I do like this a lot. The price points all across the board on figures are getting crazy. Going to cause a lot of us to reevaluate things, but there are certain things we just have to get, and this was one of those for me. I just had to get it. Couldn't let it sit there. Had to get it to the table. Had to get it up here for you guys to see and enjoy. But at the end of the day, those are just my thoughts, and I'm sure that you have yours. And we'd love to hear about them in the comments down below. And while you're there, you might as well go ahead and like the video. And of course, subscribe to the channel, as we do post new content every single day. But for myself and Uncle BJ, we are going to get out of here. We're going to throw one back. And we'll see you all next time.